The next pose we're going to look at is another one of those classic yoga poses. When people say yoga, they often think of downward facing dog. So Philip is going to demonstrate our downward facing dog. She's starting off in our easy hero pose again. She's coming up to her knees, curling the toes and pressing up into downward facing dog. You want to really be pressing down quite deeply through the knuckle of the thumb and the knuckle of the first finger. That grounds the lower arm bones. Then another thing we need to think about is the shoulders. So to get the shoulders in really good alignment, we think about turning the upper arms up towards the ceiling. So we're getting that external rotation of the shoulders. Work. The shoulder blades should be coming towards each other, across the middle of the back and dipping in. The head is down. Good work. And then this lovely line of the back going straight up towards the corner of the room behind us. People often say lift your sitting bones. Yeah, you're lifting your sitting bones, but if you're lifting your sitting bones, often you're dipping through the lumbar spine and compromising your sacroiliacs, and you'll get this thing called grumbly sacroiliacs, and it's not a nice place to be. So the most important thing you can do here is lift the backs of your legs. More than lifting up your sitting bones, we're lifting the backs of the legs. You can see Philippa's got her knees a little bent, which is it's fine. You know, that's absolutely fine. It does take some of the pressure off your lower back and allows people to get their heels a little bit closer to the floor. There we go. It went down a bit. The other thing we can do to try and get the heels a little closer to the floor is lift one foot up. So just lift one foot and then try and put the ball of the foot on the floor first. And then down. There we go. And try the other one. And put the ball of the foot on first and down. Okay, now lift the first foot up and try to put the heel down first. And try the other side. Heel first. And Philippa's heels are much closer to the floor now. Another thing I often see is people who are very tight through the lower back are leaning forward and have a very wide stance, and they're trying to take the pressure out of the lower back and the backs of the legs. If that's the case, I always tell those people to bend their knees a little bit and bring their hands and feet a little closer together. Another thing that often happens in downward facing dog is people sag through their back, and you can see Philippa's got this kind of convex thing happening here. To counteract that, we draw the pubic bone up towards you. So you're drawing the pubic bone through, there we go, and lifting the breastbone. So we're drawing the pubic bone, scooping forward and lifting the breastbone up, and the back lengthened. You don't want to be sagging. The lumbar spine is very, very delicate.